Ever wondered if that smoking hot cougar you've been talking to is ready to pounce? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive into the 21 signs that an older woman is craving some action. These ladies might have a few more years under their belts, but that just means they know exactly what they want, and if you're lucky, it might be you. 1. Frequent sexual innuendos. First up, listen closely to how she talks. If she's dropping sexual innuendos like they're hot, chances are she's got sex on the brain. An older woman who wants to get frisky with you will find ways to weave suggestive comments into your conversations. It could be a well-timed "that's what she said," or a playful remark about how she likes her men like she likes her coffee, strong and keeping her up all night. You get the idea. If she's constantly steering your chats towards the naughty side, it's a pretty clear indication that she wants to take things beyond just friendly banter. Keep your ears perked and your mind out of the gutter, for now. 2. Physical gestures. Next, pay attention to her body language. An older woman who's interested in you will find ways to subtly, or not so subtly, draw attention to her assets. She might stretch in front of you, arching her back to showcase her curves, or lean forward to give you a better view of her cleavage. These aren't accidents, my friend. She's deliberately highlighting her best features to catch your eye and gauge your reaction. If she's consistently striking poses that wouldn't look out of place in a pinup calendar, it's a pretty good sign that she wants you to appreciate more than just her sparkling personality. Just remember to be a gentleman about it. No ogling or drooling allowed. Play it cool, but let her know you're picking up what she's putting down. 3. Touches her lips. Speaking of body language, keep an eye on those luscious lips of hers. If she's constantly touching, licking, or biting her lips while talking to you, it's a dead giveaway that she's thinking about using them for more than just conversation. Lip touching is a classic sign of flirtation and arousal. When a woman does this, she's subconsciously drawing attention to her mouth and inviting you to imagine all the delightful things she could do with it. Now, this doesn't mean you should go in for a kiss every time she swipes on some chapstick, but if she's consistently giving her lips extra TLC in your presence, it's a pretty strong indication that she's hoping you'll be the one to soothe them. Just be sure to time your move right. 4. Lingering physical touch. Let's talk about touch. No, not that kind. Yet. I'm talking about those subtle, lingering touches that make your skin tingle and your heart race. If an older woman is into you, she'll find excuses to make physical contact. She might brush her hand against yours when reaching for something, or let her fingers linger on your arm when making a point. These touches will be light and seemingly innocent, but they'll happen more frequently as your connection grows. It's her way of testing the waters and gauging your comfort level with physical intimacy. If you're receptive to her touches, she'll likely escalate them over time. 5. Sensual dress style. Next up, take note of how she dresses around you. If she's trading in her usual cozy sweaters for form-fitting dresses or low-cut tops, it's a clear sign that she wants you to notice her in a more intimate way. An older woman who's interested in taking things to the next level will put extra effort into her appearance when she knows she'll be seeing you. She might opt for outfits that hug her curves, showcase her assets, or leave a little more skin on display than usual. This isn't to say that she'll be parading around in lingerie, although lucky you if she is. But her clothing choices will be more intentionally alluring. If you find yourself doing double takes every time she walks into the room, chances are that's exactly the reaction she's hoping for. Compliment her on how stunning she looks, but keep it classy, gents. 6. Increased body language flirting. Body language is a powerful tool in the art of seduction, and an older woman who's interested in you will be using it to the fullest. In addition to the subtle touches and sensual outfit choices we've already covered, she'll be amping up the flirtatious vibes in other ways. She might lean in extra close when you're talking, maintaining intense eye contact and batting her eyelashes. She may play with her hair, twirling it around her finger or flipping it over her shoulder to expose her neck. A highly erogenous zone, FYI. These gestures are designed to draw you in and create a sense of intimacy, even in a crowded room. If she's consistently turning up the heat with her body language, it's a sure sign that she wants to get closer to you, in more ways than one. 7. Suggestive questions. Listen up, because this one's a biggie. If an older woman is interested in getting intimate with you, she'll likely start asking some seriously suggestive questions. We're talking about inquiries that go beyond the realm of casual conversation and into the land of sexual intrigue. She might ask about your past experiences, your preferences in the bedroom, or even your wildest fantasies. These questions will be posed in a playful, flirty manner, but make no mistake, she's fishing for information. She wants to know what makes you tick, what turns you on, and how she can use that knowledge to her advantage. If you find yourself blushing or stammering as you try to formulate a response, congratulations, you've officially entered the flirting danger zone. Answer her questions honestly, but don't be afraid to turn the tables and ask some of your own. Two can play at this game after all. 8. Bold eye contact. Eye contact is a powerful thing, my friends. When done right, it can convey attraction, desire, and a whole lot of unspoken promises. An older woman who's interested in taking things to the next level with you will use her gaze to communicate her intentions. She'll lock eyes with you across the room, holding your stare for just a beat longer than what's considered socially appropriate. Her look will be intense, smoldering, and filled with unspoken invitation. It's the kind of eye contact that makes your pulse quicken and your palms sweat. If you find yourself getting lost in her eyes on a regular basis, it's a pretty clear sign that she wants to get lost in, well, other parts of you. Hold her gaze, but don't forget to blink. You don't want to come across as a deer in the headlights, no matter how mesmerizing her peepers may be. 9. Deep, intimate conversations. As your connection with an older woman deepens, so too will your conversations. If she's interested in getting physical with you, she'll likely steer your chats towards more intimate topics. This could include discussions about your past relationships, your desires for the future, or even your sexual fantasies. She wants to create a sense of emotional closeness and vulnerability, which can often be a precursor to physical intimacy. These conversations will feel different from the ones you have with platonic friends. There will be a charge in the air, a sense of excitement and possibility. She may share personal stories or secrets, trusting you with information she doesn't reveal to just anyone. If you find yourself having deep, meaningful talks that seem to dance around the edges of desire, it's a sign that she's preparing to take your relationship to the next level. Listen attentively, share your own thoughts and feelings, and let the connection grow organically. 10. Increased physical closeness. As an older woman becomes more interested in you, she'll likely find excuses to be physically close to you. This could manifest in small ways, like sitting next to you on the couch instead of across the room, or big ways like accidentally brushing up against you as she passes by. These moments of physical proximity will feel charged, electric even. You might notice your skin tingling or your heart racing as she enters your personal space. If she's consistently finding reasons to be near you, it's a clear sign that she craves your touch and wants to experience more of it. Don't be afraid to reciprocate. If she's leaning in close, lean in too. If she brushes against you, linger for a moment before pulling away. These small moments of physical connection can build anticipation and pave the way for more intimate encounters down the road. 11. Suggestive smiles. A smile can say 1,000 words, and when it comes to flirtation, the right smile can speak volumes. An older woman who's interested in getting frisky with you will have a particular kind of smile reserved just for you. It will be a little bit naughty, a little bit knowing, and a whole lot of tempting. This smile will be different from the one she gives to friends or colleagues. It will have an edge of intimacy and suggestion. You might catch her biting her lower lip as she grins at you, or see a mischievous glint in her eye that hints at unspoken desires. When she smiles at you like this, it's her way of saying "I want you," without uttering a single word. Return her suggestive grins with a few of your own, and let the silent conversation of seduction unfold. Just be sure not to overdo it. You don't want to come across as a creepy clown, no matter how much she makes you smile. 12. Comments on your body. If an older woman is interested in getting physical with you, she'll likely start paying more attention to your physique. She may make comments about your strong arms, your broad shoulders, or your toned abs. These compliments will be delivered in a way that feels a little different from typical flattery. There will be a suggestive undertone, a sense that she's imagining what it would feel like to run her hands over your body. She might make playful remarks about how you fill out your shirt, or how your jeans hug your assets in all the right ways. These comments are designed to make you feel desirable and to communicate her own desire for you. If you find yourself on the receiving end of these kinds of compliments, it's a clear sign that she's thinking about your body in a more than friendly way. Accept her praise graciously and don't be afraid to return the favor. Just keep it classy. Focus on her eyes, her smile, or her overall beauty rather than getting too specific about her physical attributes. 13. Subtle moans and sighs. Sound is a powerful tool of seduction, and an older woman who's interested in you will likely use it to her advantage. As you chat and flirt, you may notice her letting out little sighs or soft moans in response to your words or actions. These sounds will be subtle, barely audible, but they'll be unmistakable in their meaning. A quick intake of breath when you pay her a particularly juicy compliment, a low when you brush against her. These are all signs that she's getting turned on by your presence. She may not even be fully aware that she's making these noises, but they're a natural response to the building sexual tension between you. If you find yourself getting hot and bothered by her vocal cues, don't be afraid to let out a few of your own. A well-timed growl or groan can be just as effective at communicating your desire. 14. Intimate social media interactions. In today's digital age, flirtation often begins online, and an older woman who's interested in you will likely use social media to her advantage. If she's consistently liking or commenting on your more intimate or revealing posts, think shirtless selfies, bedroom eyes, or statuses about feeling lonely, it's a sign that she's paying extra attention to your personal life. She may send you private messages that are a little more flirty or suggestive than what she posts publicly, or tag you in memes or articles that have a sexy undertone. These online interactions are a way for her to build intimacy and test the waters before taking things offline. If you're feeling the digital sparks, don't be afraid to reciprocate. Like her posts, leave playful comments, and slide into her DMs with a witty one-liner or two. Just be sure to keep it appropriate. You don't want to cross any lines or make her uncomfortable. 15. Flirty texts. Texting has become a key tool in the modern dating game, and an older woman who's interested in getting intimate with you will likely use it to her advantage. If she's sending you flirty or suggestive messages, especially late at night, it's a clear sign that she's thinking about you in a more than friendly way. These texts might be filled with innuendos, emojis with hidden meanings, think eggplants and peaches, or straight-up declarations of desire. She may ask what you're wearing or not wearing, describe scenarios that get your heart racing, or simply tell you how much she wishes you were with her. Late-night texts are particularly telling. If she's hitting you up after dark, chances are she's hoping to turn your thoughts towards more nocturnal activities. Respond to her messages in kind, but be sure to respect her boundaries. If she's not ready to take things to a more explicit level, keep it playful and let her set the pace. 16. Talks about loneliness. As an older woman becomes more interested in getting physical with you, she may start opening up about her own desires and needs. One common way this manifests is through talk of loneliness or feeling unfulfilled. She might mention how long it's been since she's had a satisfying relationship, or how much she misses the touch of a man. These comments will be dropped casually into conversation, but they'll carry a weight of significance. What she's really saying is that she's ready for intimacy, and she's hoping you'll be the one to provide it. If you find yourself on the receiving end of these kinds of confessions, it's important to respond with empathy and understanding. Let her know that you hear her and that you understand how she feels. But be careful not to make any promises you can't keep. If you're not ready or willing to be the one to fill that void, it's better to be honest from the start. 17. She asks about your preferences. As your flirtation with an older woman intensifies, she may start asking more pointed questions about your sexual preferences and fantasies. She might inquire about your favorite positions, your thoughts on role-playing, or whether you're more dominant or submissive in the bedroom. These questions will be posed in a casual, curious manner, but make no mistake, she's gathering intel. She wants to know what makes you tick, what turns you on, and how she can use that information to blow your mind and possibly other parts of your anatomy. Answer her questions honestly, but don't feel pressured to reveal more than you're comfortable with. And remember, it's always okay to turn the tables and ask about her own desires. After all, the best sexual encounters are the ones where both parties' needs are met with enthusiasm. 18. Casual references to intimacy. An older woman who's interested in taking things to the next level with you will likely start dropping casual references to intimacy into your conversations. She might mention how much she enjoys cuddling or how important physical touch is to her. She may talk about her favorite romantic movies or books, highlighting the steamy scenes that get her heart racing. These references will be subtle, almost offhand, but they'll be sprinkled throughout your interactions like breadcrumbs leading to a delicious destination. If you find yourself suddenly thinking about what it would be like to hold her in your arms or feel her skin against yours, congratulations, you've picked up what she's been putting down. 19. Seductive tone of voice. The way a woman speaks can be just as alluring as the words she says, and an older woman who's interested in getting intimate with you will likely use her voice to her advantage. When she talks to you, you may notice her tone becoming lower, huskier, almost breathy. It's the kind of voice that feels like a caress, sending shivers down your spine and heat to your nether regions. She may speak more slowly, drawing out her words in a way that's both tantalizing and maddening. If you find yourself leaning in closer just to catch every syllable, or feeling your pulse quicken at the sound of her laugh, it's a sign that her seductive tone is working its magic. Respond in kind, letting your own voice drop an octave or two. Just be careful not to go too far. You don't want to sound like Barry White on steroids. 20. References to physical needs. As your connection with an older woman deepens, she may start hinting at her own physical needs and desires. She might mention how much she loves a good massage, or how she's been feeling tense and could use some hands-on attention. These comments will be dropped into conversation casually, but they'll carry an unmistakable undertone of suggestion. What she's really saying is that she craves your touch, and she's hoping you'll be the one to provide it. If you're feeling brave, you might offer to help her out. A neck rub here, a foot massage there. Just be sure to keep things above board, at least at first. Let the tension build slowly, and let her guide the pace. If she's comfortable taking things to a more intimate level, trust that she'll let you know. 21. Frequent invitations to private spaces. Perhaps the clearest sign that an older woman is interested in getting physical with you is when she starts inviting you to spend time with her in more private settings. This could mean asking you over to her place for dinner, suggesting a cozy night in with a movie, or even proposing a weekend getaway for just the two of you. These invitations will be extended with a sense of excitement and possibility, as if she's opening a door to a world of intimate delights. If you find yourself on the receiving end of these kinds of offers, it's important to consider your own feelings and desires. Are you ready to take things to the next level? Do you feel a genuine connection with this woman beyond just physical attraction? If the answer is yes, then by all means, accept her invitations with enthusiasm. Just be sure to communicate your own needs and boundaries along the way, and always prioritize consent and mutual respect. So now that you know those signs, what's next for you? Discover the places older women want to be touched, or learn what she says when she's sexually attracted to you. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.